Welcome in, College Baseball Central fans. We got a new show for you today. We're going to be doing a trivia show. We're going to try it out here today, see how we like it. So I've got three victims/volunteers here that we're going to do the show with us today that are competing for a wonderful prize of a firm handshake in Omaha. So first off, I've got Noah Darling. How's it going, Noah?
Oh, pretty good, Mark. It's good to be back as your returning champion.
Yes.
I'm glad to be back.
1-1.
First ever show.
We've never played the show before, so you're living on cloud nine there. I love it. Jake McKeever, how's it going today?
Excited to be here, ready to show why I have the most college baseball knowledge.
Well, we'll find out. That's what this whole show's about here. This is all college baseball stuff. Pat Moen, first time on with CBC. Welcome in.
Yeah, thank you. I'm happy to be here. Represent the West Coast for you and I here, Mark. Let's see what I can do.
Absolutely. Got some West Coast blood. I love this. You know, we had the farthest West Coast person we had was Texas forever. So now we're finally getting some representation out here. So as you folks can see the board here, I've got 6 categories. We have coaches, stadiums, titles, golden spikes, second place, stats. Coaches will be a famous coach. I'll name something that they've done and said. Stadiums here is the stadium in which they play. Titles, I will be naming years, the years in which that team won a title, and you have to tell me the team. So I will give you the years. You have to tell me the year they won the title. Golden Spikes, I will give you information about the player. You must tell me the person who won the Golden Spikes in that particular year. Second place, this is a place where I'm going to tell you who finished second in the College World Series. So you're going to tell me what team finished in second place. And stats, I'm going to name you a ridiculous stat, and you have to answer that question. Everybody got all the questions there? There are no negative points. We have answers 1 through 5, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in the point values as follows. So, Pat, since it's your first show on, I'm going to let you pick the category and point value.
Yeah, I'm intrigued by second place. So let's start. Let's go number 2 on second place.
Number 2 on second place.
Yeah, start a little high risk.
All right, here we go. And you will say your name to buzz in. In 1999, this team lost to Miami in the final and finished runner-up. Shockingly, it is their highest ever finish at the College World Series.
And this is only 200, you say? Okay.
Yeah. Remember, no negative points.
No rings.
Nobody?
I'll take a shot. Noah. Florida State.
Florida State is correct.
Yes.
Oh, wow, Noah.
I would assume they'd won one
correct
before.
Answer.
No, Florida State is
they've
not.
never finished higher than second place. Crazy to think that they have never finished higher than second place. Noah, you have the board.
All right, I will continue to roll at second place for 4.
Second place for 4. In 2017, this team had their only loss in the finals. Currently, they are 7-1 all-time in College World Series finals.
Pat, this is LSU, is it not?
LSU is the correct answer, Pat.
Yeah.
They lost to the Florida Gators. It is their only loss ever in the finals. They are 7-1 all-time in the College World Series finals.
Wow.
I was thrown off by the question because in my book, Oregon State made the finals.
They did not.
That's why I was so keen to answer that one.
Oh, love it. Pat, you are up.
Let's keep going on in second place. I'll take it all the way to the top, though. We'll go number 1.
Number 1. Ooh, I ripped off the tape. Number 1. In 2018, this team was a missed pop fly away from a national title. Luckily, Jake.
Arkansas.
Arkansas is the correct answer. Luckily, we got to see one of the best pitching performances ever at the College World Series the next day. Jake, you have the board.
Let's go coaches 1.
Coaches for 1. Whoa. Da-da-da. So this head coach led Cal State Fullerton to 3 College World Series title and finished his career leading the University of Texas to 2.
Jake.
Oh, no, I beat you.
Noah was in first.
Yeah. Augie Garrido.
Augie Garrido is the correct answer. Augie, rest in peace, sir. Noah, you have the board.
All right, we'll go coaches for 5.
Coaches for 5. Let's go. This LSU head man put the Tigers on the map with 5 College World Series titles in his time there as head coach. Later, Jake.
Pulmonary.
No. Later, he also became their athletic director.
I know the answer, it's just not coming to me. Noah.
Noah.
Skip Bertman.
Skip Bertman is the correct answer. Skip Bertman, probably the most famous LSU alum of all time. 5 titles with the Tigers. Incredible. You have the board.
Let's go titles for 3.
Titles for 3. I love this category. I'm not going to lie. I was really happy when I wrote this category.
So there's probably a lot of Oregon State questions.
I'm going to name the years. You must name the team. 1965, 67, 69, 77, and 81.
Noah.
Noah.
Arizona State.
Arizona State is the correct answer.
Wow.
That was my guess too, but like I said, a complete guess.
I know. You would think that they've been to the World Series title so many times after that, but they have not won one.
Yep. All right.
Noah, you have the board still.
Okay. Let's do Golden Spikes for 1.
Golden Spikes for 1. This Florida State catcher played all 9 positions. Noah.
Buster Posey.
Buster Posey. Pat, you were just behind. All right, Noah.
Golden Spikes for 2.
Golden Spikes for 2. In 1989, this electric pitcher was rocking fastballs on his way to the LSU award. He probably has the best flat top in college baseball still today.
Pat.
Is
this Ben McDonald?
Ben McDonald is the correct answer. Also, side note, first person I ever met in Omaha, and he was the nicest guy at check-in, so I loved it. The very first thing we do is walk in, and I see Ben McDonald. He shakes my hand and welcomes us into Omaha. I was like, yep, this is home. Thank you. Shout out to Ben McDonald.
I was ready for the answer to be Chris Demouy.
You were getting there. It's not Chris. Chris didn't win a Golden Spikes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He won a national championship, though.
He did. Pat, you have the board.
For him.
Let's see here. Let's jump to stadiums. We'll do number 1.
Stadium number 1. From 1950 to 2010, this stadium was used to host the College World Series. Noah.
Rosenblatt Stadium.
Rosenblatt Stadium is correct. You have the board, Noah.
I'll go where nobody wants to go. Let's go stats for 4.
Stats for 4. I will say that this is probably the hardest category. In 1985, this Oklahoma State slugger hit 48 home runs in a season. That is an unbroken record today.
Noah.
Do
I have to say his last name? Pistol Pete? Inco or whatever?
Pete Incaviglia is the correct answer. 48 home runs in one season. Has 100 in his career.
I'm glad you had something, Noah, because I was grasping his
Like I said, this is the hardest category.
If there had not been a team attached, I would not have gotten it.
I tried to give you the clues.
Yep. You're all class.
You got the board.
Stadium for 5.
Stadium for 5. This head coach was at USC for 44 years. Noah.
Rod Dedeaux.
Rod Dedeaux is the answer. They named the field after him. He's so good. That was a 5-pointer. You got that fast.
Yep, I know ball.
Noah, you are up.
Titles for 1.
Titles for 1. 2010, 2011.
South Carolina. Noah.
Carolina. South Carolina is the correct answer. Jeez, Noah, you're on your game this morning.
I've been awake.
You have the board still.
Let's go second place for 5.
Second place for 5. In 2000, 2001, and 2003, this team finished runner-up for the title every year. Pat.
Is this Fullerton?
This is not Fullerton. That is a very good answer. Jake.
Texas.
This is not Texas.
Noah.
Noah.
Rice.
This is not Rice. This is the Stanford Cardinal.
Oh,
Stanford.
I
I
should have
know.
known. I have a misprint of a 2003 national championship shirt.
Yes, they thought that they were going to win the 03 championship and they lost. Unbelievable. That's why the clues in there. And then I saw that they lost in 2000 and 2001. I was like, oh, I'm adding all those. That's fun. Lose 3 of 4 years. Noah, the board is still yours.
Let's go titles for 5.
Titles for 5. 1976, 1980, 1986, and 2012.
Noah,
Noah.
Arizona.
Arizona Wildcats is the correct answer.
A post 2006 championship. I got that on lock.
That's why I was like those first 3, and then 12 is going to be that's going to put it in there.
Most outstanding player, Alex Mejia, I believe.
Yes, it was.
I'll take 10 more.
Which one do you want, Noah?
Coaches for 2.
Coaches for 2. This head coach led Rice University for 26 years.
Jake. Wayne Graham.
Wayne Graham is the correct answer.
Friend of Mark.
Yes. Fact.
He had a potty mouth. That's what I remember about him.
I was down at Rice University in 2002, so I was down there just before that national championship in 2003.
He was the king of the slow walk to the mound to get the pitchers warm.
Yeah, he started that whole trend of, oh, man, I'm an old man. You got to let me take my time. I'm old. It's a lie.
Let's go stadiums for 2.
Stadiums for 2. Built in 1989, if you hit a home run at this ballpark, you may just get a beer shower with your hottie toddy.
Noah. What is Swayze?
Swayze is the field. Ole Miss. Noah, you have the board.
Stats for 1.
Stats for 1. You son of a... All right. Stats for 1. This coach has the all-time record for wins and winning seasons. Too bad he never won a College World Series title.
Jake. Mike Martin.
Mike Martin is the correct answer. That is Mike Martin.
Let's go coaches for 3.
Coaches for 3. This head coach is famed for leading his Beavers to back-to-back College World Series. Noah.
Pat Casey.
Pat Casey is the correct answer.
Oh, your
I had the answer in my my chime in.
You just gotta pat it in there fast.
Yeah.
Noah?
Let's finish coaches.
Coaches for 4. This head coach led Cal State Fullerton to a College World Series title in 2004 and later became the first head coach at the University of Oregon in several decades. Pat.
This is his last name's Horton.
This is Coach Horton.
Yeah. George Horton? Yeah. All right.
You didn't throw you out there, right, Noah?
Yep, that's one of those you built in for your West Coast friends. We get it.
George, that's a good question. He won a national championship with Cal State Fullerton.
West Coast, they don't play after midnight. We weren't awake for it.
Pat, you got the board.
Let's take stadiums for 3.
Stadiums for 3. Calling the Hogs at this famous stadium is a home team tradition. No, I heard you first.
Baum-Walker.
Baum-Walker is the answer. Arkansas. No, you have the board.
Let's go second place for 3.
Second place for 3. Last one on that list. In 2006 and 2007, Pat.
Ooh, that's garbage. But
Pat?
Go ahead, Pat.
That is the UNC Tar Heels.
North Carolina and Coach Fox never won a championship, lost back-to-back to Oregon State. Pat, you've got the board.
Drop the...
Love that logo.
Oh, that's good. That's a good one. Brought it back.
My favorite Facebook Marketplace finds. Let's go number 3, Golden Spikes.
Golden Spikes, number 3. This Florida State outfielder may have had the best statistical season ever in the history of college baseball. Noah.
J.D. Drew.
J.D. Drew is the correct answer. He hit nearly 500 for that season. Noah, you are up.
Titles for 4.
Titles for 4. 1982, 1985, 1999, 2001. Jake.
Miami.
Miami is the correct answer. The last number 1 team to ever win a title.
Did they beat Texas in 85?
No, but when I was down for the Miami game, so I saw some guy with like a 1982 Miami championship ring. He was on the team. Like, it was the most random thing I've ever seen.
That's outstanding. Jake, you have the board.
Let's finish off titles.
Titles for 2. 2014, 2019.
Noah. Vanderbilt.
That is Vanderbilt.
At first, I thought it was the second place, and I was thinking, who did they beat?
It is Vanderbilt.
Virginia and Michigan.
Michigan, yes. You have the board.
Stats for 5.
Stats for 5. Marshall McDougal of Florida State in 1999 set a record for the most RBIs in a single game. What is the number of RBI?
Noah. 13.
No. Pat.
11.
No. Jake.
12.
16.
Jeez.
16 RBIs in a single game.
What was the score of the game?
It was at Florida State, yeah. They won like 32 to something. 32.
You don't by chance have his total stat line for that day, do you?
I do not. I should have pulled that up. I had it up and I deleted it because I had not enough room on my file here. But I was.
Was Noah like the pitcher or something?
There was a player that had 3 grand slams in one game and does not break the record for RBI.
Jeez.
Wow.
Noah, you've still got the board.
All right. Let's do our last fiver here.
Golden Spikes for 5. This two-way player was terrific in 2017 for Louisville. He was an elite. Noah.
Brendan McKay.
Brendan McKay is the correct answer.
I would have sold the farm for Brendan McKay if I was an MLB team. I'm glad I didn't have a farm to sell.
At the time, yeah, you would have thought that he should be the number 1 overall pick for everything that was in anybody's pocketbook. He's not bad. He just hasn't quite come to fruition yet.
Yeah.
He hasn't really played. He's been injured.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like every time he gets the opportunity, he has like little flashes of greatness. Noah, you've got the board.
Stadiums.
Stadium for 4. The last one for stadiums. Home to the Stillwater Regional Series, one of the best college playoff weekends ever in the history of college baseball. Jake.
O'Brate.
O'Brate is the answer. You didn't even let me get to the rest. I said Oklahoma State plays here in front of a great crowd. O'Brate.
Win.
Let's finish Golden Spikes.
Finish Golden Spikes. Half of the Thunder and Lightning duo in 1985. This
Noah.
Noah.
Well, it's 50-50. Pat, it's 50-50. We don't know. Will Clark.
Will Clark did pick home the Golden Spikes. Yes.
All right, I was gonna say Palmero anyway. So
that's why this was a 4-pointer, because it could go either way.
Yeah. I was waiting to hear the end of the question.
I didn't give a clue as to who it was, other than Will Clark did win the Golden Spikes. All right, Noah.
Stats for 3.
Stats for 3. I'm not even going to peel the. Oh, peel the board. In 1987, another Oklahoma State great had a 58-game hitting streak. Jake.
Robin Ventura.
Robin Ventura is the correct answer. My rest of that question is, it boggles the mind like Nolan Ryan's fist. And the last question here for stats for 2. This team holds the single-season record for home runs, 188.
Noah.
Jake.
Noah.
LSU.
LSU. They hit a home run in each of their 70 games that season.
What year was that? Do you know?
1990.
Was it semi-recent?
Yeah, it was like 99.
Oh, okay.
90 something. Yeah. And they hit 188 home runs, which is just ridiculous in a 70-game season. All right, I'm going to add up the total here.
I thought you'd sneak in the Michigan State triples percentage in there. Is that the one they got the plaque for?
Yes, they took the plaque for that one. And 13. Noah is winning.
How many points were on the board total? We had 30. I don't want to do the math.
It was 15 per, so 30, 60, 90.
Oh yeah, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah. All right, we got. So I've got 15 for Jake, 13 for Pat, 62 for Noah.
Yep.
Well, you can write down your wagers. I think we're going for second and third place on this day, but
No, you better send it all.
All right. So write down your wagers. Make sure you've got that in there locked in, and we're going to ask the final question. Everybody ready? Noah was on fire today. Noah is the returning champion for whoever wants to take him on next.
I said it before the show. I'm glad to be back.
Yes. Are we ready, boys?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. In 1980, this Arizona Wildcat outfielder won the Golden Spikes and was the most outstanding player in the College World Series. These days, he's more famous for managing professional ball clubs, winning 2 World Series titles.
Okay, I want to know, and I had the answer written down before you said the managing, so I should.
15 more seconds here.
I got pens down here just to put a little.
Does spelling matter?
There.
Spelling does not matter. I just want to know if you know the answer. 3 seconds, Jake.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, Pat, you have 13. How much did you wager?
I wagered all 13.
13. And what did we get?
Do I show? I've got Terry Francona.
Terry Francona is the correct answer.
Oh.
Jake, you had 15 points. How much did you wager?
All
15?
of it for Franco.
And
I don't
Terry,
know. Good thing
Francona,
spelling didn't matter.
it did not matter.
Pretty simple.
Noah,
I
you wagered.
Yep, I wagered 7. I was originally going to do 0, but I wanted my number to come out to a certain one. And I got Terry Francona.
Terry Francona. All right. So the final score is Pat with 26, Jake with 30, and Noah with 69. What a respectable score here, gentlemen. I will say that there was only a couple that were really on there. That was a very good trivia game, guys. So thanks for joining us again at College Baseball Central. Pat, thanks for joining. Jake, thanks for joining. Noah, we're going to have to find you some more people to compete with, I think, because that was too easy there for you.
I got a lot of rings.
Maybe I can ring out to Coach Roondog there and see if we can get Mike Rooney on the show.
He would absolutely smoke me at anything before 2005.
Well, thanks for joining us here, and we'll have another trivia show hopefully here in the making, as long as people.
Yeah, appreciate it, Mark. That was a ton of fun.
That was lots of fun. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks.